Hello and welcome to your news and features electronic magazine that centers on the different facets of motoring. Now on its 34th year, this is Motoring Today. On behalf of our dad, Butch Gamboa, I'm Ray Louie Gamboa.
And I'm Susie Gamboa. Here are this week's features to watch out for.
On Motoring Forum, we shall discuss MRT's achievement of reaching 22 running trains. Our road safety reminder on the Young Street Smarts portion centers on safe way of alighting a vehicle from the sidewalk. This week's Payong Super shall be about the limit on the number of passengers in PUVs. The public service segment centers on LTO's slowness in processing ORs, CRs for new car buyers, as claimed by a motor vehicle owner. Showcase this week shall have the pickup from Ford, the F-150 Super Crew Lariat.
All these plus the latest news in transportation and traffic management, as well as developments in the automotive industry, are in this week's edition of Motoring Today. Join us.
Voting for the next Automobile of the Year is extended. To be part of the 2020-2021 Autofocus People's Choice Awards, the only nationwide poll to determine the country's most popular car brands and models. Just log on to bit.ly/AFPCA2020. Vote for as many as 5 different models that you believe should become the 2020-2021 Autofocus Automobile of the Year in separate standard and premium luxury categories. Vote every day until November 30, 2020. The Autofocus People's Choice Awards. Who will win? You choose, you decide. Vote now.
What do we go for? We go for experience. We go for excitement. We go for sport. We go for style. We go for fun. We go for the new Toyota Wigo.
Welcome back to Motoring Today. Here now are the latest news and developments in the country's transportation and traffic management. This should be good news for public transport operators and drivers forced to operate under reduced capacity. The Service Contracting Scheme.
Transport authorities and the Interagency Task Force for Emerging Infectious Diseases, or IATF-EID, call it the Service Contracting Scheme. But what it really is a subsidy for public transport operators and drivers now operating at much reduced capacity, virtually a 50% reduction. The subsidy is included in the Bayanihan to Recover as One Act, or the Bayanihan 2, the stimulus measure aimed at helping the economy recover from the effects of the lockdowns prompted by the COVID-19 pandemic. DOTR Assistant Secretary for Road Transportation and Infrastructure, Steve Pastor, said the inclusion of a service contracting scheme in the bill was in response to fears that PUV operators and drivers may not be able to sustain operations with the reduced capacity. This may lead to inconsistent travel trips, causing commuters to compete for rides, while drivers and operators disregard passenger capacity in exchange for more revenue, he said. The LTFRB is already formulating guidelines and processes on how to determine the amount of subsidy for operators and drivers and how this will be distributed or turned over to them. The LTFRB said that ostensibly, the government will be contracting transport services from operators and drivers, and payment will be based on the total vehicle kilometers of service rendered. A third-party entity will be doing the counting, said LTFRB.
The subsidy will only begin to benefit operators and drivers and commuters too once the service transacting scheme is implemented. Direct and indirect beneficiaries of the subsidy should be praying that the LTFRB will implement the scheme soonest. As the song says, it's been a long time coming, but it's a coming. That line could best describe the LRT1 Cavite Extension Project. Nearly 2 decades since it was conceptualized, drawn up, and approved, it is now around 50% complete.
Actual civil works on the project to extend the LRT Line 1 from Baclaran Central Station all the way to Niog in Bacoor, Cavite only began last year. And already, the project is now 48.3% complete as of the end of August this year. All going on at the same time are the expansion of the existing depot in Baclaran, construction of a new satellite depot in Zapote, board piling works, pier column works, Dr. Santos Station foundation works. The list of work completed include, among others, 68 board plies, 23 pier columns, 22 pier heads, 4 portal beams, 423 sidewalls. Another significant accomplishment is the completion of the precast yard and staging area. The 11.7-kilometer LRT1 Cavite extension is expected to be partially operational by the end of 2021.
Cavite residents who work in Metro Manila are eagerly awaiting the completion of this project. Actually, they've been waiting on this for 2 decades now. Fire and the COVID-19 pandemic have not deterred the contractors and the DPWH from fast-tracking the completion of the Skyway Stage 3 project.
The section of the Metro Manila Skyway Stage 3 project that collapsed during a fire last February has now been repaired and reconstructed. According to DPWH Secretary Mark Villar, the reconstruction of the fire-damaged section is counted as among completed portions of the Skyway 3 project, which is now around 90% complete. The DPWH reports the following. Section 1, covering Buendia, Quirino, Nagtahan, is 90.67% completed. Section 2A, covering Nagtahan, Tomas Claudio, is 77.23%. Section 2B, or Tomas Claudio Ramon Magsaysay Avenue, is 94.39%. Section 3, or Ramon Magsaysay, Quezon Avenue, is 96.86%. Section 4, or Quezon Avenue, Balintawak, Quezon City, is 75.67%. And Section 5, or Balintawak to NLEX Footbridge, is 83.56% completed. However, the DPWH said that it still has to complete right-of-way acquisition for lots covered by the Section 2A segment of Skyway 3. So far, only 231 out of 350 lots have been secured for right-of-way with permit to enter. When completed, the 18.83-kilometer Skyway Stage 3 will serve as a direct toll road link between NLEX and SLEX. It is expected to reduce average travel time from Buendia to Balintawak from 2 hours to just 15 to 12 minutes.
Transport authorities believe that the Skyway 3 project will help decongest traffic on major and secondary roads in Metro Manila, including EDSA. those are the latest news and developments in transportation and traffic management. Coming up next is Motoring Forum, brought to you by Suzuki Philippines. The MRT3 has achieved a new record. 22 trains on the line at the same time. It's a major achievement at this time of reduced capacity for all modes of transport. But is it enough?
On September 14, 2020, the Metro Rail Transit 3 recorded a milestone: 20 train sets running and operational in a day. 2 days later, September 16, the MRT3 broke that record, running 21 train sets. Then 5 days later, the MRT3 added one more train set to the running total of trains in operation on the same day, another record. The MRT3 attributed this record-setting run of train sets in operation to the successful and continuing overhaul of the light rail vehicles being conducted by Sumitomo Mitsubishi Heavy from Japan. The addition of more trains allowed the MRT3 to reduce waiting time for passengers at stations. This is helped by the trains now being able to run faster on new tracks. Sumitomo is also replacing the old tracks with new ones as part of the complete overall rehabilitation and upgrading of MRT3 operations. MRT3 management also reports that no unloading incident were recorded since it resumed operations on June 1, 2020 under general community quarantine restrictions. The improvements come at a time when the MRT3 trains are running at reduced capacity in compliance with physical distancing protocols mandated by authorities in the effort to minimize, if not stop, the spread of COVID-19. Stations must also ensure physical distancing is enforced, along with strict compliance with wearing of masks and face shields, as well as no eating, avoid talking, and answering phone calls. Can more trains running compensate for being not allowed to run at full or even 75% capacity? MRT3 still has to report numbers of riders actually ferried by the trains daily, now with some 22 train sets in operation, but under limited capacity. But what is significant is that the MRT3 has continued to steadily improve its services and operational efficiency, even under COVID-19 pandemic restrictions. According to MRT3 Director of Operations Michael Kapati, passengers can expect better MRT3 experience once the massive rehabilitation is finished in July 2021.
Another significant question needing an answer is, can the MRT3 sustain this number of trains on the line day to day? That's our Motoring Forum this week, courtesy of Suzuki Philippines.
What do we go for? We go for experience. We go for excitement. We go for sport. We go for style. We go for fun. We go for the new Toyota Wigo.
Mitsubishi Strada Athlete. Unleash the athlete.
Drive your ambition. Mitsubishi Motors.
You are back with us here on Motoring Today. In line with our lifelong commitment to promote road safety, here is this week's road safety tip in cooperation with Toyota Motor Philippines.
If you are alighting from a vehicle na nasa sidewalk, mas safe kung sa sidewalk side ka mismo bababa. Do not get off from a vehicle on the traffic side. Maaari kang masagasaan ng paparating na sasakyan. Katulad ng nasa animation, kung marami kayong bababa, wait for your turn at huwag magmadali.
Continuing with this week's edition of Motoring Today, let's now focus on proper driver's demeanor, especially for those driving PUVs. From Mitsubishi Motors Philippines, here is Payang Chuper this week.
Payong Chuper lang, kaibigan. Ako si Alejandro Luico, isang kapwa niyo Chuper. Huwag nang ipilit magsakay ng pasahero kung hindi nakasya.
Ang bawat pampasadang sasakyan ay mayroong tinatawag na passenger limit o bilang ng mga pasahero na magkakasya. Kapag puno na, iwasang magtawag pa ng ilan at ipagsiksikan. Tandaan din na bawal maglagay ng ekstrang bangko sa gitna ng pampasadang sasakyan.
Palaging isipin na mahalaga rin na komportable ang ating mga pasahero. Ito po si Alejandro Luico, Payong Chuper lang, kaibigan mula sa inyong kapwa niyo Chuper.
What do we go for? We go for experience. We go for excitement. We go for sport. We go for style. We go for fun. We go for the new Toyota Wigo.
Voting for the next Automobile of the Year is extended. To be part of the 2020-2021 Autofocus People's Choice Awards, the only nationwide poll to determine the country's most popular car brands and models. Just log on to bit.ly/AFPCA2020. Vote for as many as 5 different models that you believe should become the 2020-2021 Autofocus Automobile of the Year in separate standard and premium luxury categories. Vote every day until November 30, 2020. The Autofocus People's Choice Awards. Who will win? You choose, you decide. Vote now.
The Mitsubishi Mirage.
Drive your ambition. Mitsubishi Motors.
What do we go for? We go for experience. We go for excitement. We go for sport. We go for style. We go for fun. We go for the new Toyota Wigo.
Welcome back to Motoring Today. Let's now take a look at what's happening in the local auto industry.
AC Motors, the automotive and motorcycle distribution and retail group of Ayala subsidiary AC Industrials, handles 1 motorcycle and 5 auto brands. These are KTM and Honda, Isuzu, Volkswagen, Kia, and Maxus. AC Motors has launched a single website, acmotors.com.ph, where you can go to check out all the 6 brands under its umbrella. AC Motors says the website provides a comprehensive and interactive touchpoint for customers to gain information about all 6 brands' products, to have queries answered, to offer feedback, and to make reservations. On the website, one can shop by brand or body type, find a dealer, request for a quotation, apply for financing, request for a test drive, make a reservation, email inquiries, and interact through live chat. The new, uprated, and facelifted SsangYong Rexton has arrived. Aside from the fresh honeycomb grille and titanium gray replacing the bezel color of the headlights, SsangYong's flagship 7-seat SUV comes in another special color, marble gray. It retains the premium brown quilted leather with stitching in 4x4 trim. The 4x2 gets seat ventilation, and both arrive with an 8-inch touchscreen infotainment system, delivering crisp video and audio over 6 speakers, as well as LED interior lights. Also new is a sophisticated smart key fob with more new functions like headlamp activation and remote tailgate operation. But if you're one for being practical, SsangYong's got you covered with free 5-year preventive maintenance and 5-year vehicle warranty for the Rexton. The legendary Jaguar E-Type sports car, along with its worthy successor, the Jaguar F-Type 2-liter, were both available for viewing at the All British Car Showroom in Green Hills from September 18 to 25. But if you missed this, there's still a chance to check out Jaguar's iconic sports cars at BGC Boutique Showroom on 5th Avenue corner 24th Street from September 25 to 30. Jaguar says the F-Type still embodies the traditional Jaguar craftsmanship and is enhanced with modern contemporary design. Like its predecessor, the E-Type, it sports a distinct luxury 2-seater sports car look. The Jaguar F-Type, available for viewing locally, is powered by a 300 horsepower, 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder gasoline engine that also generates 400 Newton meters of torque. Those interested can set an appointment before visiting the showroom or book a virtual appointment by contacting 02-8784-5003 or 63919-068-2798. Singaporean Tien Rasif is the winner of inaugural season of The Asian Dream, the 7-week reality singing competition created in partnership by Subaru Asia and multi-Grammy Award winner Michael Bolton, the show's creator, executive producer, and host. As the winner, over 5 other singers from Asia, including Hong Kong, Malaysia, the Philippines, Thailand, and Vietnam, Rasif is now a Subaru ambassador who will be joining Bolton in his Asian Dream Tour. She also won a Subaru XV. Over the course of the 7 episodes, the 25-year-old Sarif bested Becky Young of Hong Kong, Carl Zarate of the Philippines, Lin Tran of Vietnam, Puva Srirama of Malaysia, and Sasha Ka of Thailand. They were all mentored, coached, and pushed to the limit by Michael Bolton and his co-host, Filipina singer and actress Morissette Amon, along with other celebrity guest mentors.
Asian Dream.
Motoring Today now brings you our Car of the Week on Showcase, courtesy of Prudential Guarantee. The F-150, Ford's full-size pickup, is back. In the official lineup of Ford Philippines, that is, after around a 2-decade absence. Is the local market ready for a full-size pickup? Let's check out what the F-150 Lariat offers.
The Ford F-150 Super Crew 4x2 Lariat is a large and imposing presence, even just parked on local streets. 5.89 meters long, 2.029 meters wide, while not including the side mirrors, and 1.920 meters tall. Riding on a 275 by 55 R20 all-season tires, wrapped around 20-inch, 6-spoke, dark alloy painted aluminum wheels, the Lariat clears the ground by 216 millimeters. The wheelbase measures 3.683 meters long. Everything about the F-150 is imposing. Large quad-beam LED headlamps with daytime running lights, flanking a large body-colored grille with black mesh, with 2 body-colored thick horizontal bars, with the blue oval Ford badge in the center. Special Lariat exterior stylings include body-color side mirrors, side mirror caps, door and tailgate handles, magnetic angular step bars, and sports box handles. The exterior mirrors are imposing not only by their size, but by their functions. Power adjustable with memory, power folding, with side turn indicators. Imposing too are the array of features that pickup owners would appreciate. LED fog lamps, LED taillights, high mount tail lamp with cargo lamp, pickup box rail, and tailgate moldings, pickup box tie-down hooks, drop-in bed liner, and smart trailer tow connector. The F-150 Lariat comes with an impressive powertrain, a 3.0-liter EcoBoost V6 with auto start-stop technology that generates 380 horsepower at 5,000 revolutions per minute and 637 Newton-meters of torque. Power is sent to the rear wheels via 10-speed automatic transmission with select shift. Ford has chosen to bring in the Super Crew variants for the F-150 with 4 full-size doors and lots of room inside the cabin for 5 or even 6. The 4x2 Super Crew comes in Lariat trim, the 4x4 in Platinum trim. In Lariat trim, the Super Crew 4x2 already comes with leather upholstery. The front seats can be heated or cooled and can be adjusted 10 ways electronically. The driver can set his most comfortable driving position to memory. The steering wheel also gets the leather treatment and heater function. Plus, it electronically tilts and telescopes and set to memory. Other cool interior features includes ice blue ambient lighting, dual zone automatic air conditioning, intelligent access with push button start, illuminated entry system, LED front dome and map lights, as well as the usual power windows, doors and tailgates, auto dimming rear view mirrors, sun visors with illuminated vanity mirrors. Today's motorists need to stay connected to the outside world, meaning the net, for communication and entertainment. The Ford F-150 takes solutions to these needs to the next level. A large, easily readable instrument cluster features an 8-inch productivity screen between tach and speedometer. The infotainment system uses an 8-inch LCD capacitive touchscreen with Sync 3 and compatible with AppLink, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. It comes with 2 smart charging USB ports and a 12-volt power point. It also comes with a navigation system with pinch to zoom function. Best of all, it plays through 10 speakers and subwoofer by Bang & Olufsen. Large and imposing on the road, the F-150 is nonetheless a breeze to drive. Depending on mood, need, or road condition, driver can choose electric power-assisted steering modes from normal, comfort, to sport. Ride and handling is helped along by a suspension system featuring independent long spindle, double wishbone with coilover shocks in front, and gas pressurized twin-tube front and staggered outdoor-mounted rear shock absorbers. The F-150 4x2 Lariat comes with a host of Ford's latest driver assist technology, including, among others, 360-degree camera with split-view display, active park assist, curve control, hill start assist, trailer sway control, rain sensing wipers. It also comes with the Ford Copilot 360 Tech, which comprise pre-collision assist with autonomous emergency braking, adaptive cruise control, blind spot information system, lane keeping system, and auto high beam headlamps. Other safety and security systems include advanced track with roll stability control, front seat side airbags, and safety canopy system with side curtain airbags and rollover sensor, individual tire pressure monitoring system, Security-Lock passive anti-theft system, anti-lock brake system with electronic brake force distribution, and perimeter alarm. Anybody in the market for a full-size 4x2 pickup should take a closer look at the Ford F-150 Lariat.
Ford claims the F-Series of pickup trucks is America's best-selling truck for 43 straight years and the best-selling vehicle for 38 consecutive years. Will this reputation help it sell the F-150 locally? That's our featured vehicle on this week's showcase, courtesy of Prudential Guarantee.
Drive worry-free with Prudential Guarantee's auto insurance program with a free 24-hour nationwide roadside assistance included with your comprehensive auto insurance. Rest assured, we'll take care of you and your car wherever you are. Prudential Guarantee's auto insurance program, 100% worry-free driving.
Voting for the next Automobile of the Year is extended. To be part of the 2020-2021 Autofocus People's Choice Awards, the only nationwide poll to determine the country's most popular car brands and models. Just log on to bit.ly/AFPCA2020. Vote for as many as 5 different models that you believe should become the 2020-2021 Autofocus Automobile of the Year in separate standard and premium luxury categories. Vote every day until November 30, 2020. The Autofocus People's Choice Awards. Who will win? You choose, you decide. Vote now.
We now have our segment that dwells on the wide array of motoring problems not only in the metro, but all over the country as well. This is where we present problems referred to us or we ourselves see and hope to fully find solutions for. Here's our public service segment brought to you by Honda Cars Philippines.
In this time of COVID-19, many have decided to get their own cars to resolve mobility problems in addition to health and safety reasons, as well as limited public transportation. However, a motorist who refused to be named said a plight that he believes is being shared by so many new car buyers. According to him, he and his wife bought a vehicle from a Manila Bay dealership at the end of May this year, just before the metro eases out of stricter community quarantine rules. He is worrying as their dealers still cannot get an original receipt and certificate of registration for their new car from the Land Transportation Office. He also added that it shouldn't take many months to get papers that the LTO itself requires in order to legally use Philippine roads. Despite not wanting to use their car illegally because of the absence of these documents, the motorist was left with no choice. He also noted that license plates issuance is another issue. It is true that the current pandemic has affected everything, but as the motorist said, it still shouldn't take forever. We will be getting the LTO site regarding this.
And that's our public service segment from Honda Cars Philippines. And should you yourself encounter motoring problems that need immediate attention, please feel free to contact us. See the details being flashed on your screen. And that's the week that was in motoring. Thank you for joining us. Also, please don't forget to follow us on our social media accounts.
Until next week here on Motoring Today, now on its 34th year of continuing service to the general motoring public with a lifelong commitment to promote road safety. Stay healthy and be vigilant at all times. On behalf of Butch Gamboa, our dad, I'm Ray Louie Gamboa.
And I'm Susie Gamboa.
Happy motoring!